The Outdoor Show. It's the program that puts you into the peaceful and beautiful home of Mother Nature. It moves you back to that calm fishing pond up north, one step away from Lake Michigan, or into your hunting blind on a brisk fall morning. The Outdoor Show. It's a peaceful program. This is not your mother's outdoor show. This is the WHTC Outdoor Show, hosted by a guy who literally has hunting in his name. Tom Meddendorp is Dutch for Village in the Maiden, or King's Hunting Ground. Your co-host, sometimes, is Tim Becker of Powderhorn Guns and Archery. It's time for what really happens when the guys go up north on that hunting trip. It's time for the WHTC Outdoor Show, presented by My Firearms ETS. That's MI Firearms ETS on 1450 WHTC, Holland's news leader.
Good morning. Welcome to the Outdoor Show. I'm Tom Meddendorp, and my co-host, Captain Tim Becker of Powderhorn Guns and Archery is here. But neither of us is really here because we're pre-recorded. Once again, we're just kind of getting out there and having fun, aren't we?
You got it. You know what you just said?
What did I just say?
My co-host.
I did. I took it out.
I thought, whoa.
I did.
I've been here too much.
I took out the sometimes.
Woo.
I took out the sometimes. That's kind of a little way to get you to be here all the time.
But you know what day it is?
Today? Or the day
Saturday, the day that it's recorded.
Oh, it's the first Saturday of bow season.
Bye-bye.
Timmy's not going to be here.
No. I'll still make some appearances.
Well, you know, I wanted to have a little time, and
yeah,
for 8 years I've been doing every Saturday morning with very few recordings, and now recently we've been doing more recordings, and they've been going well.
Yeah. It's still a bummer. It's nice to be live Saturday morning. It really is.
Well, it is, because on Saturday mornings, I always go get my Biggby coffee before we get started, you know. And
which you rarely bring to me.
Well, you know, you've never got one for me.
That's because I'm never up early enough. You know me, I come rolling in still sleeping in my PJs.
But I love my Biggby coffee.
Oh, it's great.
And what's really cool is that people can win free coffees and lattes and all such other stuff. You can even win for your entire workplace from Biggby Coffees of Holland by playing Biggby Coffees Beat O'Deal's Picks. You can do it every week.
Yep.
Simply pick the winners of the NFL games that week, outpick O'Deal, and you'll win free Biggby drink of your choice. And if you're the high scorer, you'll win coffee for the entire workplace. Now, keep in mind, there's different prizes every week. You've got to go to... simply go to Facebook, search Biggby Biggby Holland, and then you can play every week of the regular season.
It's perfect.
My wife's already won her free coffee a couple times.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, my wife, she likes to do all that picking.
You haven't won yet?
I don't pick.
What?
There's only one NFL team I watch. I'm a diehard.
Oof. That's a rough year.
Now you know why I'm so depressed in the fall.
Yes. I'm all excited and you just walk around moping. Oh, Lions again, huh? They're still fun to watch.
But they're my Lions.
They are.
And I'm a diehard fan.
Yep.
So that's even good. When we're losing, I still like to watch them.
You bet.
Gives me something to holler about.
So then, Michigan or Michigan State?
I'm not going to say.
You say.
No, there's too many people that they're too divided over the whole thing.
That doesn't.
Because I like all my Michigan teams.
I'm just saying Ohio State.
You're in Ohio State?
No, not at all. But right now there's people angry. I'm sure.
Yeah, they just turned the radio off.
Yeah. Oops. You know, I don't watch a whole lot of football. My wife watches a lot of it, so I'll sit down and watch it with her here and there. But...
So you got the same thing I got. Mm-hmm. My wife watches football. She loves watching football. Yep. I'll watch the Lions if I can. There's times where I won't even watch them. I'll just listen to it on the radio or whatever.
Yep.
And I got other things to do.
Yeah.
I like being outside.
Yep. No, yeah, me too. And, you know, usually when I watch football or anything like that, I end up at Chief Paquette's house. We take the kids over there, and the wife and I go over there, and we watch something. And lately we've been watching boxing.
Oh, boxing's fun to watch.
I enjoy that. Yeah, I really do. I think.
Are you a longtime boxing fan?
No. I'm new to all sports, except for the hunting, fishing, anything I can do outside.
Traditional outdoor sports.
Yeah, I've never really watched them a whole lot.
Oh, see, I've loved boxing for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, and to me, when I first started thinking about boxing and, watching it, I thought it was just two guys out there punching each other. There's a lot more behind it than that. Well, yeah, but there's a lot of art behind it and thinking.
Yeah.
I thought it was just slugging away. Hey, what fun is this? But no, it's something.
See, you would be the kind of guy that would think the tough man contest is the same as boxing.
Yeah, no.
Just get in the ring and just start swinging.
Yeah. I realized I'd last about less than a second in one of those rings. Pow, that's it.
We'd see you run and jump the ropes. Oh, this guy's way too big.
Ding, 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 and away I go.
This guy looks mean.
Did he just fall? Yes, he did. Yeah, so I've been starting to watch them, and I enjoy watching them all. I always root for the Lions. Why not?
Well, yeah. Lions are awesome.
Yeah.
Even when they're losing.
Yeah.
Because they're our team.
They are.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
How's it go? Lions and tigers and wings. Oh, my. Hockey. There's a game that a lot of people don't watch.
But the problem with football is a lot of that's during the deer season.
Well, yeah. There's things to do.
Yep.
You say deer season. I say it's grouse season.
And I'm all for the grouse. I'm all for just being in the woods.
Well, yeah. You got to be in the woods.
But I'm excited right now.
Why are you excited right now?
I've been waiting since January 1 for this day.
To start bow hunting again.
To start bow hunting again. Get out there, spend some time in the woods.
Well, it started on Thursday.
Yes.
And, well.
We're now on the 3rd.
Yeah.
October 3 today.
Yeah.
I'm probably done already.
Listen to you.
We'll see what happens, but.
No, before we started recording, because we're pre-recorded today, we talked a little bit about woodcock. Right?
Yes.
And I'm trying to find exactly in the.
And so people know what we're talking about. I said, I'm so excited that tomorrow opens up the Michigan bow season. And you said, well, yeah, but I really like the grouse hunting. And I said, that's great. And one of the spots that I hunt is so full of grouse. And I haven't been seeing them much lately. And this is the first year that the property is just full of woodcock. It's awesome.
Oh, woodcock are migratory birds.
Yep.
When you get your license, they ask you if you hunt migratory birds. You have to say yes.
Yep.
In order to take woodcock.
Oh, really?
Yes. You don't have to get a waterfowl stamp or anything like that, but you have to say, yes, I hunt migratory birds. And then they ask you.
See, I as much of a hunter as I am, I didn't know woodcock was migratory.
Oh, really?
Clue. I always say yes because I duck and goose hunt.
I bet you think snipe is not a real bird, too.
Oh. Tom.
Snipe is real.
For you?
No, snipe is real.
No.
Go ahead and do the migratory bird survey and say yes. Next year when you get it, they'll say, you say yes.
Have you hunted?
And then listen, and then they'll ask you, did you get any woodcock, snipe, or rail?
What's rail?
Another bird.
Have we ever seen one?
Rail, I have never seen. But snipe, you know how people have played a little game with the snipe hunt and everything else?
Bag.
And that's always fun. But see, snipe is just a small bird, and they're quick. And do you know that snipe, the bird, is associated with the term sniper? And the term sniper came about for our U.S. military during the Revolutionary War. It was guys that could shoot snipe were the guys that would sit in the trees and shoot the British. Marksmen. They'd shoot the British officers. And they called them the snipers because they could shoot snipe.
They knew how to identify the British officers and were able to.
Oh, you're a sniper.
Make the shot. Yeah.
And sniper was the fact that they hunted the snipe. They were a sniper.
Even if I'm being lied to right now, at least it's entertaining. Have you ever seen a picture of a rail?
I have not.
I haven't either. So when they ask,
well, I mean,
what was your
a rail on the deck or something?
Yeah. I hit those all the time.
Well, I was just looking up for woodcock.
Yeah.
Started on September 19th.
Oh, it's not the standard small game opener.
Nope. And then it runs till November 2.
Okay.
From what I can get off the game guide here, I'm looking on the online game guide. So the 2 pages that line up in the game guide, pages 4 and 5, they don't line up on the computer because when you get the PDF, they're stacked.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of try to figure it out. Well, Woodcock, there's a daily possession of 3, and a total possession of 9. It's statewide. And from where I'm at here, this is what it looks like. And I got to do that disclaimer. This is not the, we're not giving you the law and stuff. You got to look it up on your own. But September 19th to November 2, and note 3. Shotgun must be plugged so they are capable of holding no more than 3 shells.
Yep.
And that's because woodcock is a migratory bird. So you have to have that plug in there in order to do it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Now, what about partridge? Can you have, that doesn't have to be plugged?
To hunt like grouse?
Grouse, partridge.
No, you don't have to be plugged for
Pheasant?
that. Nope.
Okay.
No, because
Just
they're
as
not.
long as it's migratory, you've got to have it plugged.
Migratory, you got to be plugged with only 3 shells at
That
a
makes
time.
sense to me.
Yeah.
So is ripe and snail. Snail.
Ripe and snail.
Ripe
You mean
and
snipe and
snail.
rail?
Yeah. Snipe and rail, are they
Well, we're
migratory?
going to talk more about snipe and rail when we come back. But right now, I was just, thinking about this cold weather.
Yep.
And the grass is going to stop growing, and the snow is going to start falling. And who's got the stuff you need?
Westenbrook Mower.
Westenbrook Mower, where they service what they sell. All units are ready to use when they leave the store. And Westenbrook submits your warranty information so you don't have to. Stop into the Holland or the Genesis store. Check them out on your computer at westenbrookmower.com or call them at 616-396-5733. Lines are not open. We are pre-recorded this morning, but we will be back here shortly on the Outdoor Show. Welcome back to the Outdoor Show, brought to you by Michigan Firearms, your personal protection and concealed carry specialist, and Earth Solutions at 616-566-0390. Call Earth Solutions for extreme brush hog service, stump grinding, grading and driveway excavation with either crushed concrete or asphalt. Matt will also cut and clear your shooting lanes for this season. Now, I know it's October 3, but as this weather gets colder, you need to get out there, and if your shooting lanes aren't clear, boy, oh boy, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Give my buddy Matt a call, 616-566-0390. We're back, ready to talk with you. We are pre-recorded this morning, so hold your calls until we're back in the studio live. What are you doing sitting way away from that microphone? You look like you're about to take a nap.
It was close. I worked hard today.
What?
No.
What? Definitely not today.
No.
Well, maybe the day we recorded it, you might have.
Dragging. Getting them deer out of the woods.
You want to see what a rail looks like?
Yes.
Hop over here by my microphone. There's a picture of a rail. No, that's not.
That's a cormorant.
I think it's this one.
Is that,
These are all
that
the
looks
birds.
like a woodcock.
These are all the birds in Michigan. Kind of close. But I typed in rail, and it looks like I'm getting way more than I want.
Why don't
that's
you
a
do
woodcock
image
right
of a
there.
rail?
I don't know. I'm not one of these, really well-versed
I'd say you're not.
guys. Well, if we go to now Wikipedia, we know you have to check your
That's
the
a robin.
sources. Well, that one is. It was just a list of birds in Michigan, and rail is on that list here in the.
I'm pretty sure that was a woodcock.
That might have been the one we saw there, but the rail is on here, from what I can tell. And there's more rail. It looked like there was a whole lot of stuff about the rail being out east.
Oh.
There was more stuff like that when I typed in. I wanted to type in and find out about rail, but I'm just not positive on all this. Anyway, snipe is the one you would really like to see because you've never seen one, have you? When you were a kid, they caught them in a bag.
Yep.
And then when you went to look, there was a hole in the bottom of the bag, wasn't there?
Yep.
So you're looking up a picture of the snipe or what?
Rail.
You're looking up the rail.
Yeah, here's an image of a rail.
You got one?
Yep. It doesn't have the long beak on it.
Oh, it looks a lot alike though, doesn't it?
The same body look, just doesn't have that long beak on it.
That one's got a band on it too.
Yeah, kind of nice.
I know the duck hunters and stuff, they like those bands.
Gotta let her have it.
So anyhow, the snipe is part of the what you can hunt in Michigan. And
a snipe is a woodcock.
I was just going to say, I typed in snipe, and that is the woodcock, the picture that I see.
Yeah, I just did image of a snipe, and it is a woodcock.
Sure looks like it, doesn't
is
it?
what it's showing me.
Yeah.
Too bad the
That's
lines
what I'm
aren't
seeing
open
here,
today.
too.
We could find out a little more about them.
Yeah, because people could call in, but
Yeah,
we're not here.
Yeah.
So,
Where will you be today?
where will I be?
You gonna be in the woods chasing down some partridge?
Probably not yet. It'll probably be, let's see, we got the next week and 2 more weeks before I go. That'll be out in the woods.
You need to open your schedule.
I know. But you have to understand that right now, being October 3 and all, there's going to be a lot of bow hunters in the woods, and I don't like to bother them.
That's true. Good call.
And then on top of that, I find out kind of where people are hunting so that when I go hit these little spots that I know, I'm not disturbing people that are in those little spots. But you can also see what time the guys are going in and coming out of the woods, which is a good thing so that you know what time to get there. Because I hate going to one of these small spots that I like to go, and then there's a bow hunter in there, and then I disturb them, or I have to turn around and just go home and wait till a little bit later. So I kind of try to get the feel for them. Plus, right now you said you had all kinds of woodcock up
north.
North there. Well, they haven't migrated here yet. In the next 2 weeks, it'll be getting more prime here.
They like that colder weather?
Well, the cold weather's what drives them south.
Just same as it would with your ducks and your geese and your owls and all that stuff.
For the migration. And when they head south, that's when we're trying to get them.
Yep.
Because they come through, and they like those places that have long grass. The woodcock will migrate into the long grass. They also like areas that have moisture, wet ground, not necessarily
finding
water.
Them in about 5-year-old clear cuts that have somewhat tall grasses, but a lot of Michigan ferns in them.
Okay,
that's where
they like that ground
coming out
cover.
of. Yeah,
they like that ground cover. And there's different bushes that they like. The thing is, if you find a grouse or you find a woodcock, you're going to find the other one. Mm-hmm. You find one of them, you're going to find the other one. So it's a really great time to go in the woods when the woodcock are around, because then you find where the grouse are.
Now, the grouse will stay there year-round, though, right? They're not migratory.
Yep, we go, you got the late season for grouse, which is after gun season's done. So December 1, you can start hunting the grouse again after you're done with the woodcock. And now we're going to call them snipe because we figured out that the picture shows snipe.
Yeah, that's how it is.
It shows woodcock for snipe, right?
Yep.
That's interesting. I knew that snipe was a bird.
Yeah.
And right there you have it. Snipe is the woodcock.
I think it's all.
Some also call it timber doodle.
Yep.
The woodcocks. But that was interesting. We probably should have asked that question or brought that up when we had one of the folks from either the ODC or the Ottawa County Parks or from DeGraff Nature Center. What do you think?
I agree. Well, next time.
Next time we'll do that. No, we won't. We already determined what we got. Well, we could ask them about them.
Yeah.
See what they say. And, maybe we have a Revolutionary War reenactor that could verify my story about the snipe and the sniper.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to take another break. I know it. It's kind of a bugger. But the Farmers Co-op Elevator in Hudsonville is your food plot headquarters with over 40 different seed varieties to choose from, providing in-house soil testing as well as fertilizers, lime, and equipment to plant, maintain, and get maximum performance out of your food plot. Visit the Farmers Co-op at 3302 Prospect Street in Hudsonville. For a complete list of products and services, check them out online at fcelevator.com. We'll be back here shortly on The Outdoor Show. Welcome back to The Outdoor Show, brought to you by Powder Horn Guns and Archery for all your arrow knocking, gun cocking, fish hooking, flag waving, stand up and sing God Bless America hunting and fishing needs. Lines are not open. We are pre-recorded this morning, but we are back and ready to talk to you right here on The Outdoor Show. So, we were talking about the woodcock and the snipe.
Yep.
And what we just discovered, you'd think you could do some research ahead of the show.
Well, I didn't know
Instead of researching it while we're doing this show.
Yeah. All right, this
Well,
is
you
what I
never
got.
know what we're going to talk about. Every time you come in, what are we talking about today?
I'm good with it. Okay, this is what I got. From a distance, woodcock and snipes look like twins. Long beaks, similar bodies, plumage of brown, white, black, and gray. Woodcocks and snipes are classified in the same order. They both live in the habitats near water or at sea. Woodcocks and snipes belong to the same family. The sandpipers are direct relatives as well. The American woodcock and the Wilson snipe aren't identical. They're cousins whose differences you can see close up. Here's something else I found out. American woodcock. Woodcocks didn't receive necks. Their heads sit atop the body. Woodcocks love to... Okay, a bunch of other stuff. And then the male's beak is 2.5 inches long. The female's is slightly shorter. Woodcocks have stocky bodies and round wings in flight. Until 2002, Wilson snipe was also called the common snipe. But common snipe now refers solely to the snipe in Europe.
Really?
Yeah, so we don't have common snipes. We just have snipe. The common is a European bird.
Which is the Wilson snipe or whatever?
No, we have the Wilson snipe.
That's what I mean. We have the Wilson
we have the
snipe.
Wilson. They have the European or the Eurasian snipe. Must be...
Well, it's all over the continent,
says, yeah.
Eurasia.
Yep. And compared woodcocks, snipes have smaller heads and eyes, slenderer bodies, and a neck. So snipe have necks.
Yeah, because the woodcock definitely does not have a neck. It just its head just kind of swivels there on its shoulders.
Yep. And snipes wear distinctive dark stripes on their heads and backs. Beaks are longer. So if you find a big long beak on one, that's
maybe I got a snipe.
Yeah, that's not a woodcock.
I'm going to have to start looking closely now.
Yep.
I didn't realize they were that close to looking like a woodcock.
Yep.
I mean, in the same family, I didn't even realize that. I just knew that snipes did exist. It's an actual bird, and that I don't find anything in the game guide that says that for hunting snipe.
Yeah. Well, right here it says fun facts: American woodcocks are also called
snipe. No, timberdoodle.
Timberdoodles.
Yeah.
Night partridges, big eyes, bog suckers, and mudbats.
Bog suckers?
Bog suckers.
Mudbats?
Yep. Mudbats, bog suckers, big eyes, and night partridge.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Did you hear that phone ringing?
I did.
It's one of them Pennsylvania calls. I hate it when people do that. They call me, and they don't have any reason to call me. Except they want to sell me something or something like that. You know? It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so
Oh, listen to this. This is real interesting. Snipes can control their beak tips without moving the beak near the skull. They can move just the end of their beak for digging in the ground to get earthworms. Yep.
Ha! Wow.
Yep. Helps them find prey in the mud. That's pretty cool. Them snipes are, for not being a real critter, are pretty neat.
Guess where you find snipe?
Where?
Hunting. It's in the Waterfowl Digest.
Oh, really?
It's not in the Hunting and Trapping Digest. It's
it's
pages 6
migratory.
and 7. Yes, it's pages. Yeah, but woodcock is in the Hunting and Trapping Digest.
But oh yeah, true.
Huh?
Crazy.
That's kind of weird.
Yep.
But that's where it's found.
We just educated everybody.
Did we educate them, or did we just educate ourselves?
I don't know, but I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now with the old Google.
Maybe everybody else knows this. You can actually get on the DNR website and find Michigan snipe hunting.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm trying to figure out the season.
See, that's why
I
I hunt deer. They're big and they walk at me. Snipes just flush out between my feet. They said, unlike woodcock, snipe will rarely be seen until they flush. Woodcocks can be seen.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And
are they a little bit smaller?
I don't know. But I know the ones that I've probably flushed 20 of them.
Can't you ask Siri or something?
I don't know how to use it. It's a smartphone and it's smart. But, and the ones that I saw last weekend, I saw them all before they took off. They took off underneath my feet and kind of ran a little bit and then flushed.
Really?
Yep.
So have you ever gone grouse hunting, partridge hunting. You know, you love your deer hunting,
Yeah,
your bow hunting.
you know, I
You
don't-
like all that big game.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, I have.
Or
but
even the smallest of the big game or the largest of the small game, however you want to look at it, you go turkey hunting.
Uh-huh.
But now, upland bird hunting, have you ever done that?
I went pheasant hunting one time. I've shot partridge, but actually gone out and really given it a chance hunting them, no, because it's during my bow season. And the properties that I hunt, I want to keep as quiet as possible.
Common snipe, September 1 to November 9.
No kidding. But we don't have the common snipe here.
Virginia rail and Sora rail, September 1 to November 9. This is statewide. This is Michigan's
So you can start
waterfowl
September
hunting
1.
digest. What?
September 1, you can start for rail and snipe.
That's what it says. I didn't know
Because they
that.
don't exist. You can
We
just
can
walk
even
around
go after
aimlessly.
moorhens, September 1 to November 9.
No kidding.
Wow.
Ah. So you can get out before. Well, no,
I want to
there's-
find out more about the snipe to see if there's a way to figure out, by looking at them when you're out there.
From the looks of the two birds, if it has a neck or a long beak, it's a snipe.
A neck and a long beak.
And the thing is, the one I've shot.
How are you going to see that, though?
No, you're not.
That's
I
like
shot one
that's like
woodcock.
some of the waterfowl that fly by. How do people tell that so quick?
You get used to seeing those, but that's a difference between something flying by and something scurrying up between your feet and taking off. You have a little more time to identify a duck. But
This is true.
I've shot one woodcock in my life,
Okay.
and I don't think it was a woodcock now. Had a long beak on it, real long.
Well, woodcock have a long beak.
It says the male has a 2.5-inch beak.
Yeah. You think it was
2.5
longer?
inches is not tremendously long.
So you think it was longer?
I do.
You think you shot a snipe?
I think it was a snipe.
You think you classify as a sniper now,
I
don't you?
am now a sniper. I could be Michigan's best snipe hunter.
I've seen you shoot.
I hit it. You like shooting things that are flying away from you. That's no good.
You like things that stand still.
That's real good. I like things that come across me. Ducks, geese, as long as they're coming across. If they're coming at me or away, you're safe. Plus, you took all the shot out of the shells I was shooting.
Ah, come on now.
Oh, I know that's what happened. Had to be. Plus, I was using the judge.
Oh yeah, because you hit something with the judge. I don't think you hit the paper target we put up.
I don't think them shells or that shot has hit the ground yet. That stuff right there was not pretty.
Oh.
Now, what about hunting these partridge?
Uh-huh.
Is it harder to hunt them in the wind?
In the wind?
Yeah, because I know when I see partridge take off, they're real maneuverable. Does that wind give them a better chance of swinging around and quicker?
I don't think the wind affects their flight.
It doesn't. It doesn't help their flight.
I don't think it helps them or hinders them. I think, because we'll get into some real thick stuff.
Yeah.
And
that
the
wind's
key,
kinda down there.
a big key to finding grouse, to hunt grouse, is to hunt those places that other people don't go.
Yeah.
Or haven't overpressured. But you want to find transitions.
Okay.
You want to
Clear
transition
cut to a pine thicket.
from thick to thin or thin to thick. You want to find that transition.
Same as deer.
They hang out at the transitions. It's just, it's pretty simple. But if you're looking at,
Does that include, say, a clear cut to an old 2-track? Because I always see them right on the sides of old 2-tracks.
the reason they're at an old 2-track is they're picking up stones.
Okay.
For
like
digestion.
a turkey.
Yep, same
Okay.
thing. And they're picking those stones up for their digestion, to get in the crop.
Yep.
And they like to be along there. Now that's more of a midday thing, because what they'll do, they'll come down. Now I've found that a lot of them roost in pines.
Pine.
They come out of the pines and they look for the berries. So I like to look at where I'm at. Is there a place for roosting? Are there berries and is there water?
Yeah.
All in a nearby area. And then if there's a 2-track, the thing about the 2-track is that a lot of people, they're hunting the 2-track.
Yeah.
It's the easy place to go and everything else. So if you go first thing in the morning to find where they come off the roost to go to the berries,
Yep.
they're hungry. They've been sitting in a tree all night.
Yeah.
So the coyotes don't get them.
Yeah.
So they head for the berries. Now, if you know where the berries are, most of the morning you can find them
in the berries.
In the berries.
You know, you just described bear hunting. You got water, you got bedding, and you got berries. And you got it
That's
made.
describing like all the hunting.
All animals. Yeah. That's crazy.
You know, they need their basic stuff to survive. But in the evening, I find going from, say, a thrashing's made up of ash and aspen.
Yep.
Any of those with young growth, maybe 2-inch diameter, and that's pretty thick stuff.
No kidding.
But from there, leading to a pine tree area, okay? The key there is to slowly push them toward the pines. And when I say slowly push, I'm talking about walking slower than what you think you should and taking about 3 steps and just standing there, because they will hunker down and you will walk past them.
Huh.
But if you take your 3 steps, you know, you take step 1, step 2, step 3. Now let's sit here for a little bit. Look around and be patient. Nothing's happening. Nothing's flushing. See no movement in the brush. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Now the key is, after you looked around, when you take step 1, be ready, because that's a lot of times when they'll flush. Other times they'll flush while you're standing there because they're getting nervous and they're waiting. But the thing is, when you're sitting there and they're getting nervous, and then you take that first step, that's when they all of a sudden, boom, they go.
Yep.
And that's when it usually scares the heck out of people, because now your focus is to take that step.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about the bird flushing, so it scares the daylights out of you because they sound like a little baby Huey taking off.
Oh, man. You know, that's one of my favorite parts about hunting, especially in the fall up north. All night long, right before dark, I hear that.
As they go up into the trees.
Now, do they also just sit there and drum too, don't they?
That's usually in the spring.
Is that a mating ritual?
Yeah, they'll find a drumming stump. And what's happening is they're taking and they're designating their area. And when they're doing their drumming, that they're saying, hey, this is my area.
Yep.
So if you ever notice, if you start walking close to a grouse, he'll start drumming.
No kidding.
He's saying, hey, this is my area.
Yep.
Get out of here.
That's when I like to hunt them.
They'll jump right up on logs and stumps. Yep. I certainly hope you're not hunting them in the spring.
No. But I'm saying
well, they don't strut like a turkey.
Oh, no. They'll put their tail feathers up.
Right, but they kind of puff out.
Yeah.
They're puffing out because they're moving those wings. They're kind of lifting their shoulders up so they can go.
And I see them strutting around just like they're turkeys.
Well, kind of, but not. I guess. Yes.
And there's always 3-4 other ones with them.
But it's not. Well, that's like a little harem.
Oh, yeah. Understood.
You know, it's the springtime. It's the mating time, and they're puffing up to say, "Look at me.
Yep.
I'm looking good here. You should be coming over my way." You know, it's
like me.
No, you do that when you get out on your boat.
Yes.
You puff up and say, "Look at me, I'm catching fish." Slip, boom, bang, bloody Tim.
Bloody Tim.
Well, if you got some blood on the bottom of your boat and you need to get it washed off, you better get it washed off. But then think about other maintenance.
Yeah.
Like, getting winterizing. Maybe getting some repairs done. Maybe storing it.
Water pump. A lot of people need to think about that this time of year.
A lot of people don't.
Yep, and you should.
And there's just all kinds of things you need to do with your boat. But you have to keep in mind that Advantage Marine in Zeeland has competitive prices and personalized service that meets all your needs: repair, storage, winterizing, parts, and more. Call Advantage Marine in Zeeland at 616-748-9235 or stop in and see Dave at 8755 Riley Street in Zeeland. That's at the corner of 88th and Riley on the northeast side of Zeeland. Again, we're pre-recorded this week, but we'll be back here shortly on The Outdoor Show. Welcome back to The Outdoor Show, brought to you by MI Firearms ETS, educating people in the safe and responsible use of firearms since 2001. MI Firearms ETS offers education, training, and supply, the best you can find anywhere. Classes are offered regularly. Class sizes are limited. Register early to reserve your spot, 616-218-7328, or find us on your computer at mifirearmsets.com. That's MI for Michigan, Firearms, plural, ETS for education, training, and supply, www.concealcarry.com. Go there and get registered right online. You can check out all the classes that are offered. And I got to remind folks, we've got what's called the next level of concealed carry training going on the next weekend, October 9 and 10. And if you want to get registered, you better get online and get that taken care of right away. You can get your discount by using the coupon code Firearms 2015. There's no spaces, just Firearms 2015. You can get a discount right at registration time. And then also we have the next regular concealed carry class, personal protection in the home, is going on October 24. Make sure you get registered now. Get your spot. Don't be late. We're back, ready to talk with you for just a little bit more. We got, 8 minutes left? Something like that. What were we talking about?
Partridge.
See, everybody says partridge. It's partridge family. Specifically, we're looking for those rough grouse.
Partridge.
Well, you realize you can't just go shooting sharp-tailed grouse.
Do we have any?
Well, I would hope so.
I don't know.
I mean, they spell it out in the game guide.
Big game hunter.
Big game hunter.
Yep.
How big was your bear?
Oh, over 3. He was a nice bear.
Over 300 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
The eagle doesn't hunt flies.
Eagle doesn't hunt flies. Wow. Wow. Listen to you. And where did you hear that one?
Oh, my dad's fishing buddy.
Sharp-tailed grouse. Daily limit of 2. Possession 4. Season 6.
What about ruffle grouse?
Ruffed grouse is a daily possession limit, or daily 5, possession 10 in zones 1 and 2. That's down here.
Yep.
Zone 3.
Which is UP?
Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, we're zone 3.
Yeah, I got that backwards. Zone 1 and 2 is UP and upper lower.
Yeah.
That's the 5 and 10. Down here, daily 3, possession 6. That's zone 3. And then that runs, hang on one second. Got to line these things up again. It's tough when you're on the internet here trying to read this game guide.
Yeah.
Now somebody's going to go on there and they're going to look at the game guide and they're going to say, what's so tough about that?
Yeah.
Anyway, September 15th to November 15th is when the early season grouse is.
So you can hunt the opening day of gun?
November 14th.
14th.
Did I say 15th?
Yeah, 15th.
I am so sorry. See, that's why we have to do our disclaimer.
I'd say.
Because if I, misspeak,
We just got 9
that's bad.
people arrested.
That's okay, as long as it's them and not me.
Jeez.
Anyway, it's September 15 and November 14.
Yep.
And then again, December 1 to January 1. And it's a little tougher to get them after the deer season.
Yep.
One, we've got a whole bunch of hunters running through the woods. It makes them a little more skittish. They fly away sooner. 2, you get snow on the ground, which makes it tougher for them to have cover. But what the advantage is that you can pick out cover quicker. If you have a fresh snowfall, picking up grouse tracks and then following them, you might flush them twice, and on the third time, that's when you actually get them. Because when a grouse flushes and you miss, they're going right back down, and they're hunkering down. Walk that direction. Go after them. This is without dogs.
Yep.
And keep in mind that they might flush a little earlier, and you got to just be ready this time.
Yep.
Because they're going to want to keep trying to get away from you. The other thing you can do is if you walk away, you know about where they went down, walk off to the side and flank them. Come in from a different direction. Or even circle all the way around and come back. They do move on the ground. They're going to run back and forth and hide. But, we've seen it where they run right between 2 of us, right on the ground in the ferns early on in the season when they have a lot of cover. They'll stay on the ground.
Yep.
So it's harder to get them to take flight in
When
the
there's a
earlier
lot of
seasons. They take flight sooner in a later season. I've had it where I've stood underneath a pine tree waiting for them to get nervous enough to take off before. Mm-hmm. Because they're sitting in the pine, I can see them. I just don't want to shoot them because they're sitting in the pine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, they are migratory, but I really hate to make them a sitting duck.
Yeah.
But just sit there and wait for them. If you're standing under that tree, they get nervous.
Oh, yeah.
They start to get nervous. And what they do is kind of unique. They go up in the pine tree. They sit with their backside to the trunk, looking out. And so their white breast is sitting there. You can see them in the pine tree. So it's not like they're disguising themselves, except for the branch kind of blocks them sometimes.
Yep.
But you know how pines don't have a bunch of needles on the inside. They're right up by the trunk, and that's where they sit.
Yep.
You got to be careful, too, because if you see one on one side of the tree, what do you think's on the other side?
Yeah, no kidding.
Got to pay attention to that. So if you got a hunting partner, you both take a side of the tree where you see them, and when they flush, they'll flush different directions.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then you each get a shot.
Yeah, well, if you're there by yourself, too, that can confuse you.
Yeah, because you see one go and then the other one goes off.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit daunting.
A little bit tough.
But now, here's another nice part about grouse hunting. How much do you pay for your deer license?
I think it's $20 a tag now.
$20 a tag? I don't know what it is. I know all the rules changed. Remember, we got to get that base license?
Yep. Well, that covers your...
I'm covered, man.
Yeah.
I get a base license. I get to go hunt grouse.
Got to kill a lot of grouse to have a good...
Are you sure?
A good winter's...
Are you sure?
Yeah. How many grouse to feed you all winter?
Well, I'll tell you.
How many grouse to feed you all winter?
Well, we don't just get grouse. I couldn't tell you. But we've gotten, in past seasons, we've gotten more meat from grouse, woodcock, squirrel, rabbit. We've put more meat in the freezer from that than from deer in the past before.
How small a deer do you shoot?
Well, we did.
Or are you just a lousy deer hunter?
No, we just went that more often.
Oh.
We could go, you don't have to plan out and have your tree stand up and stuff. You can just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go hit this spot. And you call ahead, you get permission, then you go hit that spot. You can do that in an afternoon. You can do that on a Saturday morning. You can do that Saturday afternoon, whichever it might be. But we just spent a lot more time out in the woods. And when we take, bunches of them home, now you might spend one day in the woods and get your deer, but you also might spend the whole stinking season and get your deer. I know you have a fence.
That's sheep. And now pigs.
What kind of pigs?
God, I'm not a pig farmer yet. You can't ask me that.
Oh, you're not a pig farmer yet, but
Nope.
you picked them up already.
I got them. They are a Berkshire Yorkshire mix. Boom, there it is.
Berkshire Yorkshire
mix. Yeah, so they're black and
so
they
it's
got
a
the
Berk
white.
Yorkshire?
I don't know.
Or a York Berkshire?
I don't know. But they got the white on them in black. I don't know.
Are they black on both ends, white in the middle?
Yes.
So you got Oreo pigs.
Yep. Num num. And you know what their names are?
Uh-oh. Double stuff?
Nope.
that's the chubby one, right?
Every one of them, except for one, is named Bacon. They're all Bacon.
Hey, I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Well, Ray bought one, and I won't tell you that name. He named it.
Oh, so we can't even say that on the radio.
No.
Freaking Ray Bean.
Ray. Ray.
Yeah, it's stinking Ray.
Yep. Oh, Ray will be a pig farmer, too. We're raising them for our own meat.
I hope you're listening, Ray.
Well, I'm sure he is. But yeah, so we're just raising them up to. I think they're about 40 pounds, 50 pounds right now. So we'll raise them for.
You got a bunch of little ones.
Oh yeah, piglets.
You gonna raise them up for feeders, or you raise them up for what are you doing?
Feeders. Yeah, I'm gonna eat them.
You're gonna eat them.
Num nums. Bacon. They're all named Bacon. I mean, how could you not? I got the sheep down pat.
You do realize you can't make the whole pig bacon.
I'm gonna give it a whirl. No, I know, but why wouldn't you name them all Bacon?
Everything's better with bacon.
You know it.
Anyway,
I could wrap pork chops in bacon.
We got to go, man.
I'm still.
The music's
about
probably
bacon.
playing already. If it's not, it's starting right now.
Okay.
So, we will talk to you again really soon, right here on the Outdoor Show.
Be safe in the woods.